So that's why when people say, YouTube is saturated, it's not. These people are not committed, and no wonder they don't see results.
I think it's so funny always when people they try to ask me. I've had probably over 10,000 comments like this by now on all of my channels about faceless YouTube. Like, people are asking me, how can I make money for free? Or how can I make money without spending a single dollar on tools? If you're going into this with that mindset that you're gonna invest $0, then you should be happy about a $100 return. Like, that's the most you can expect. I just find it so funny that people...
It takes money to make money at the end of the day.
It really does. And the people that are making the most amount of money, they are investing absurd amounts of money into growing their business and scaling the business.
That doesn't mean it has to be, a huge risk. It's not a case of, you've got to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to even get started. It is one of the most beginner-friendly business models I've ever seen.
And if you do have the time, you can really choose to save. Like, let's say you have a lower budget for creating the content, but you have more time. Since we're working with outsourcing, you can learn some of these things yourself. Although it's like, you will of course have a faster progression by willing to invest. Sure, that's just how it works for everything. But for example, let's say you have somewhat of a budget to start a channel. That's what you do. That's what you want to do. You can do the script writing yourself with AI. You don't have to hire someone to do it for you.
The thumbnails.
Yeah,
AI.
thumbnails. If you just spend 30 minutes, an hour extra, you can do the thumbnail yourself. And so like, you don't have to go from 0 to 100 and outsource and create a whole production team straight away if you have some extra time to devote.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. It's a very, very flexible business model for people who are working 9 to 5s, for even people who are just at home with family, or people who just don't really know what direction they want to go in and they want something to commit themselves to, a project. And some people say, I think I need to be creative for YouTube. What would you say to those people?
I mean, if you take a look at one of the tutorials on my YouTube channel, you'll see that I ask ChatGPT to do a lot of the ideation.
Exactly.
And even in many of my masterclasses, I talk about, on YouTube, there's something that we refer to as the 80-20 rule. I've talked about it so many times now, so I'm going to keep it very brief. But the 80-20 rule means that you find a channel that is getting super good results, like in your niche perfect channel. You take 80% of what they do, and then you add 20% of your own kind of angle, your own secret